Hey guys, it's Jason with Kentucky Sustainable Living. This is going to be part 2 of our meat sustainability, I guess you could call it, series. Uh, I did one on chickens. Go check it out. I posted it a day or so ago. But it came up with how many chickens you would need to raise per year for a family of 4. Today we're going to do pigs. So we got pigs. Pigs are one of the easiest animals, honestly, to raise. They do take good fences, but if you start them young and train them on electric fence, it does a lot better. If you got pigs trained on electric fence, you can run them on 1 to 2 wires and rotate them around. It's super simple to do that. But you do need to start with the piglets. You need to have a hard fence and then electric fence inside. Because the pigs will hit the electric fence and run forward, and as soon as they hit that hard fence, then they'll back up. But once they learn that, then you can keep them on a hot wire pretty easy. So we'll go over some of the stuff with the pigs. Like I said before, you can take a screenshot of this if you want to, and then study it later. But what we got, most of the times, your average litter size for a pig is 7 to 8 pigs on average. You might get less, you might get more, your mileage will vary. The last litter that we had 11 on it. So, but I've seen people only have 4 and 5 in a litter. So we're going to go with an average of 7 to 8 piglets per litter. Gestation on pigs, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days. So essentially 4 months is what you can figure it. Your sows can have 2 litters per year. If you're a highly intensively breeding them, you can. It's not really recommended because it's hard on the sows because they're nursing and also pregnant at the same time. So it's not super recommended. One litter a year should be sufficient for you. And this is for full-size breeds. We'll go over some of the smaller breeds like your Caney Coon and your Juliana in just a little bit. Full-size breeds, most of the time, commercial butchering weight is 250 to 300 pounds. And that's at an age of 6 to 7 months, somewhere around in there. I honestly like to get the pigs a little bit bigger. When we butcher them here, we try to go, I like doing like a 350 to 400 pound pig, honestly. You get more fat on it so you can render more lard. That's just my personal preference. If I'm going to do it, I want to do a bigger pig, in my opinion. All right. So the yield from each pig is about 48 to 50% of the live weight is what you're going to get for boneless cuts. That's all I'm worried about is actually how much stuff you're going to get. Boneless meat is what I'm worried about when I'm doing all these calculations. So that would be boneless pork chops. If you stripped all the meat off the ribs, then went ahead, deboned all your hams, your shoulders, stuff like that, taking all the bones out. So you're going to get 48 to 50% yield of the live weight. All right, the way it's figured, 85 calories per ounce. So each ounce of meat is going to have 85 calories in it. And then here's a quick little breakdown that I found online. A 3.5 ounce serving of ground pork has 297 calories in it, 20.8 grams of fat, and 25.7 grams of protein in it. So, but we're going to use our 85 calories per ounce. Like we did in the last video, we're figuring 1,000 calories a day from meat. So 1,000 calories per day, that comes out to 12 ounces of pork per day to get 1,000 calories from your meat. So we're going to figure this based on a 300-pound live weight animal. You're going to get about 150 pounds of boneless meat. So off one animal, 150 pounds of boneless meat. So we can do the simple math. Family of 4, 4 times 12 is 48 ounces per day is what you'll need of pork, which is 3 pounds a day. Do the quick math. 150 pound pig will last a family of 4 50 days. So then do the real simple math. For 1 year, you're looking at 7.3 pigs per year. is what you would need for a family of 4. Now remember, this is if you're only eating pork as your only meat source. Just like we did the chicken video. The chicken video was if you were only eating chicken as your meat source. So if you're only eating pork as your meat source for a family of 4, you're looking at 7.3 pigs per year. So essentially, over here, one breeding pair of pigs should last a family of 4 per year. That's if you're getting an average of 7 to 8 piglets per litter. You can raise those up, and a full-size breeding pair should do a family of 4. So one of the awesome advantages also is the lard. You can take all the fat and render it into lard, and you can use it for all kinds of great stuff. You can use it for your cooking, baking, all that. It's a great source of fat. That's one thing that's hard to find in nature is fat. A lot of people stock beans and rice and beans and wheat and all that, but nobody really talks about storing fat. Every time we do a pig, we render all the lard that we can out of it and store it. It's great. Use it for all kinds of stuff. One other thing, all this is based on, excuse me, is based on full-size breed pigs, like commercial breed pigs. Your Julianas and your Cooney Coons, or Cooney Coonies, however you want to say it, they're a smaller breed pig. Your Coonies are bigger than your Julianas most of the time. I've not raised Cooney Coons, but they usually take, like, everybody I've heard is 18 months for a butcher weight animal, and then still those animals are only about 200, 225 pounds for butcher weight. So it's not, in my opinion, yeah, they don't tear pasture up as much, but and they're supposed to eat grass and be pasture raised and all this. The juice is not worth the squeeze on it for me. We did raise Juliana pigs for a while, and we actually butchered those. The biggest one we butchered was, I think, 165 pounds, and she was about 2 to 2.5 years old. The other ones were smaller pigs. I think they were 100, 120 pounds maybe. I mean, the meat was fine on those. Most of those were like a 75% Juliana and a 25% potbelly. And then the people that say, oh, you can't eat potbelly pigs because they're pets. Pork is pork. We ate that biggest sow. She was half Juliana and half potbelly. Pork tasted fine. We ate the pork chops. She made great sausage. The Julianas are a lot fatter if you overfeed them. They get a lot of belly fat. And to be honest, the bacon when we butchered those, there was not a lot of meat on the bacon. There was a lot of fat on it. But guys, if you got any questions, put them in the comments. I hope y'all are enjoying this. The next one we're gonna do is sheep / lamb or cows. I hadn't decided. And if you want to see a rabbit one, put it in the comments and we'll do one for rabbits. But guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and share it. And we will see you at the festival in October. The website is KentuckySustainableLiving.com. Thanks, guys.